I know that you deserve better than the bare minimum from your specific person, and I'm here today to help you achieve that. Now, I know it sucks when you get left on red multiple days in a row, or you meet up and they say they still want to be friends, or they hug you but they never go any further than that. It sucks, and it can often make us feel worthless or like things are not working. So if that's you right now, fret not, because I'm about to help you overcome and deal with the bare minimum from your specific person so you can finally have them worshipping the ground you walk on. But before we get into that, if you could comment right now to solidify your self-concept, I deserve the best. And then once you've done that, like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon when you do. And if you do need any one-to-one help from me to help you navigate through this reality that you're experiencing, down below in the comment section and the description are all the links to my services where I can help you do just that. But now let's get into this video. So you're experiencing the bare minimum. You finally managed to get them interacting with you, but honestly, it almost feels like you'd rather they didn't, because you walk away from each interaction feeling a little bit more hopeless than the last. If that's where you are right now, I empathize. I've been there. It sucks. But there is always a way to navigate through it, because the power of your subconscious mind doesn't look at this 3D. It looks at what you're telling it using your imagination. Now, what I am about to say may scare some of you, and that's fine, but I want you to stick it out before you decide to make any rash judgments of my words. Don't stay where you are tolerated. Instead, go where you are celebrated. Now, this is typically advice given by dating coaches, and it means don't go for someone that doesn't want you, instead go for someone that does. But I'm going to transfer this into a manifesting a specific person way of thinking, as opposed to the idea of move on and find someone else. Of course, keep your options open. I'd never tell you to not do that, but I'm not telling you to move on from your person. When I say don't stay where you're tolerated, go where you're celebrated, what I mean is if in this 3D reality, they are providing you less than you deserve, and it is either impacting your state of consciousness when it comes to manifestation, or it's affecting your feelings and your self-worth, do not bother putting yourself in that situation. Why bother putting yourself in that situation? Your subconscious mind doesn't say, oh, now that you're in contact, I can finally bring you your desire. And then if you go, well, I'm not dealing with this, it then goes, well, you're not in contact, therefore I'm not giving you your desire. It only does that if that's the information that you're feeding it, which is the second part of this quote. But if you're receiving less than you deserve, why are you staying where it feels like you're merely tolerated? Why are you lessening your value, lessening your sense of self-worth to fit into some kind of experience that isn't even what you want to experience just because you're scared of them leaving or something like that? Now, I know you may be thinking something like, well, if I stop interacting, they won't text me anymore, or they won't do this, or they won't do that. First off, that's operating through fear, and is a good indication as to why maybe they're not showing up for you how you want them to. But second off, that's also not relying on the power of the subconscious mind. Instead, that is trying to use the conscious logical side of your mind to justify this current experience, i.e. using this current experience as justification for how you will think and feel, therefore recreating more of this current experience. But also, it is denying your right as the God of your reality to create a reality you want to experience. Like I said, the subconscious mind doesn't go, you're not in contact, therefore I can't make this happen. It can only do that, or it will only do that, if you are telling it through your awareness, we're not in contact, therefore it will recreate it. But that is where the second side of the quote comes in, go where you are celebrated. In your imagination, whether you're in contact, because you can of course do this while still interacting with the person. I just think that you shouldn't force yourself to accept something less than you deserve. But whether you're in contact and receiving, bare minimum breadcrumbs, yada, 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 or whether you've decided to step back, in your imagination, go to a version, whether it's through affirmations or scripting or visualizing or whatever, to the version of them that celebrates your existence, that worships the ground you walk on, that sends you texts before you've even had time to wake up, that before you've got to say, I'm going to sleep now, I'm tired, good night, they're already asking if you can stay up longer because they just want to talk to you more. That's sending you gifts, that's sending you lovely messages, that's showing up for you however you want. I don't care what you do, this is your reality, but in your imagination, go to where they celebrate you. Because for as long as you're looking at this bare minimum and bitching and moaning about how they keep leaving you on red and how they keep doing this and how they only ever want to be friends or they only ever want to do this, that, the other, and it's not what you want, for as long as you're doing that, you're recreating it. So instead, either don't deal with that whatsoever and withdraw your energy and go to where you're celebrated, or if you choose to stay involved, which is fine, this is your reality, so do what you feel best. If you choose to stay involved, anytime you receive less than you deserve, do not react to it, and instead go into your imagination where they're celebrating you. Reaffirm to yourself how they absolutely worship the ground you walk on, which is why they've committed to you. Go into your imagination and see them giving you that promise ring or that 1-year anniversary or something like that. Stop allowing their current state of being to affect or to dictate how you will think, feel, and act going forward. Do not stay conscious, or in terms of awareness, stay conscious of where you're tolerated, this 3D reality. Instead, in your imagination, go to where you are celebrated and see them showing up for you as the best that they possibly could. If you're in an instance where it feels like things are progressing, but you've just got to wait a little bit more time, maybe they genuinely are becoming more loving with each interaction, but it's not quite where you want it to be yet. Again, up to you whether you decide to withdraw or not. Your choice entirely. Does not matter, because your subconscious mind doesn't need you to be in interaction, or it doesn't need you not to be in interaction to make something happen. It needs you to make the claim that it's already happened. So if you choose to stay involved, great, but ensure that you're not letting the slow progress affect your thoughts, feelings, and actions. You're going to instead go into your mind and they've already fully conformed. They've already fully committed. They're already where you want them to be. Because for as long as you're using this 3D reality to dictate how you think, feel, and act, you're going to keep creating more of this 3D reality. So why bother? Why bother dealing with something less than you deserve? I've done this plenty of times. I would just straight up cut ties with people. If people are messing me around, I won't bother dealing with them. If it's something I still want an outcome in, I'll completely withdraw, go into my imagination. If it's something that I don't care that much about, but it would be beneficial, I'll just withdraw anyway. I deserve better, and something better will always take its place, assuming I stay committed to that story. With these people, if you withdraw from their negative behavior or less than desired behavior, go inward and see an outcome that is more favorable to you and allow that to be where your awareness goes, they will fill that hole with behavior that is much better. Once you stop letting them get away with the bare minimum, that's when they can start providing you more. Because that's when you're finally going to give your subconscious mind the story of, I deserve the best. They're showing up for me in the best. They're doing this for me. They're doing that for me. And it can finally start recreating it. But if you're staying in that little pit of them giving breadcrumbs, but are too scared to step back, whether physically or just purely energetically, then you are basically showing your subconscious mind, look how real this stuff is, but you're also denying your subconscious mind's capability of creating and your belief within yourself because you're scared to take a step back. Now, if you ask me, why would you be scared to walk away from something that is giving you less than you deserve? Whether physically or energetically, entirely up to you. But either way, whether you were to completely cut ties, you can still manifest the outcome. Whether you're to just simply turn your awareness away from anything that they're doing and reside within an end result where you are getting what you want, you will create that outcome. It does not matter whether you physically walk away or not, but within your awareness, within consciousness, within imagination, you need to stop staying there, staying aware of where you're tolerated, and instead, up here in this little noggin of yours, go to where you are celebrated and have them absolutely worshipping the ground you're walking on, and nothing will stop them from doing so. I really hope this video has helped. I hope you're going to take it on board and make those necessary changes. If you've enjoyed this video, like and comment on it to let me know. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to click that bell icon. And if you do need any one-to-one help and are genuinely serious about putting in the work, down below in the comment section and the description are links to all of my services where I can help you navigate through your reality. Thank you so much for watching.